Hi guys and welcome back to On The Fence. Liverpool have just defeated Porto by 2-0 in the Champions League at Anfield in the quarter-final first leg. That game, to be honest, it was a professional performance from Liverpool. Really happy that we got the win. You know, I knew it wasn't going to be as easy as last year when we thrashed them 5-0. I think it was in the round of 16. You know, that one was away. You know, all them circumstances. I think a lot of the Liverpool fans had high expectations because of that, and a lot of people thought we were just going to steamroll them again because of that. But I knew Porto were going to come to Anfield with a better game plan and, you know, going to be a more solid team, similar to the way they were at Anfield in the second leg, because it was 0-0 that game. I kind of feel like this performance was a bit more, a bit better round, you know, more well-rounded from Liverpool. You know, we defended better because we had to defend in this game. In the 5-0, we didn't have anything to do really. They didn't really offer any kind of outlet, any kind of attack. But this game, you know, we were tested more and we dealt with it more. You know, Virgil van Dijk was, he had a couple of moments, to be honest, where it looked like he was just not, you know, he was just half-arsed kind of thing, and that's fine, because he's still a fucking world-class defender, even when he's not even trying. But, you know, he kind of got his head back in the game, and I think having Lovren next to him kind of made him a bit shaky. Not against Lovren, I mean, only because Lovren hasn't played for a while, so. But Lovren was good in this game. I think in terms of performances, Lovren was probably a bit better than Van Dijk in terms of how they performed on the night. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. Sorry, that piece of hair is annoying me. Yeah, so Lovren back in for this game. He did well. I don't think he did anything wrong, to be honest. You know, he played the ball well. He played forward with it. You know, he defended well. He defended very well, to be fair. I think Mariga started trying to target him in the second half and didn't get any joy. So, you know, it's good that we've got our third choice centre-half up and running. You know, Mata took a knock before the game. That's why, after the Southampton game, so that's why he wasn't playing. I'm fine with Lovren playing, to be fair. I think Lovren's a great third choice. If Lovren plays 10-15 games in a season, I think that's fine. And I think he plays well in every single game. You know, he has a couple of fuck-ups each season, but if he doesn't play enough games to have a fuck-up, then that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much the word that I can use, just fine tonight. 2-0 is a good scoreline. It's not the best scoreline, because we kind of have to go semi-strong in Portugal to finalise the result. I don't think we can go with a half rotated team or a fully rotated team, which I kind of thought we could have if we'd have maybe scored a couple more goals, which would have made this weekend a bit easier. Going against Chelsea in a big game, and then after that I think it's Huddersfield, I'm not too sure. You know, I kind of wanted it maybe to be a bigger scoreline, but I wasn't expecting that. You know, that's not what I mean. I wasn't expecting a scoreline. So 2-0's fine. It's just a bit dangerous that we don't go there and expect the game to be won. I'm really sorry about this camera because my arm's shaky. Yeah, we've got to go there and still complete the professional performance, still defend the way we defended tonight, and I think it's going to be a bit trickier away at Porto. So look, it is what it is. I think you know, from back to front, I think we were very good. I think our midfield tonight was quite impressive. I think Fabinho again, though, unfortunately, you know, taking 20 minutes to grow into a game, it's okay on a night like tonight, you know, because we've got through it with the help of the other players. But against Chelsea, if he does play, which I want him to, he has to be a lot better from the get-go. You know, Sunday's going to be very intense. It's going to be a tough game against Chelsea, and it's going to be a defining game, to be fair, against Chelsea. I'm fully confident in that. I think this game's a big... It's got a grey cloud over it from 13-14, and one player in particular who's going to have, obviously, demons in his closet is Henderson, who tonight I thought was absolutely fantastic. Possible man of the match shout. You know, the ball gets switched to the right-hand side. Who's that ball back to the midfield? It's Henderson, he's there. Ball gets switched to the left-hand side. Who's there? It's Henderson again. Who's back making a fucking tackle, you know, 10 yards in front of the 18-yard box in our half? It's Henderson. And then who's going out and getting the assist before the assist for the second goal? It's Jordan Henderson. He was fucking everywhere tonight, and I think that goal against Southampton's given him a real boost. And I don't care what people are saying on Twitter about Henderson being shite. Look, people can say what they want, but from my eyes and the way I watch Jordan Henderson on the football field, he does everything right for me. He's got everything. You know, the season after we went close in the league, Jordan Henderson took the captain's armband, and that season he Yeah, I think I read on Twitter that he had 21 goal contributions that season. If we can get anything, any kind of tune out to Henderson similar to that from now to the end of the season, then I think we're in for a great ending to the season. We need, we've been crying out for midfielders to start getting more assists and goals because our fullbacks are doing a lot of the work. Our fullbacks and front three, them five players are taking the brunt of the goals and assists. Well, the fullbacks are taking the brunt of the assists, but the front three are taking the bulk of the goals. And of course, Van Dijk's getting a few goals here and there as well. So for our midfield, we can need to be adding more goals and more assists and stuff. And Henderson, to be fair to him, has got a goal. I think he got the assist for Salah's goal against Southampton. You can't really give him that. It doesn't really matter. I don't think he deserved the assist for that because it's more about Mo Salah just fucking trudging halfway down the pitch and scoring a goal. But tonight he gets the assist before the assist. He does contribute to the goal because his pass to Trent Alexander-Arnold's fucking class. It's a world class pass. That, to be fair, I know people will say it's easy, but it's not, because a pass like that looks very deceptive. It looks easier than it is. And he plays that perfectly, weighted so Trent doesn't have to break his stride, and he times it absolutely inch perfect. And if that was David Silva, if that was fucking any other player in the Premier League, everyone would be fucking, or in the Champions League, everyone would be raving about it. It's an absolutely brilliant pass, and he makes that goal. He should get an assist for the goal number 3. Mane's ruled offside. I don't know why. VAR is absolutely shite, and I do not want VAR to be in this current version of VAR. I do not want in the Premier League next season. I don't want it in the Champions League. I don't want it anywhere near any competition until they get it sorted out. Liverpool, to be fair, should have had a penalty. Should have conceded the penalty as well, but VAR didn't give it. And this is what I mean. It's okay saying VAR are going to get these decisions right. They're not, because it's still the same people, the same fucking monkeys behind the... and I say monkeys as in terms of people who don't know what they're doing, people who are brain dead, to be fair, making stupid decisions behind that screen. You can have all the cameras in the world looking at these decisions, but if the same fucking idiot is looking at that decision who's on the pitch, the referee, then you're not going to get the decision right, because it's the same people. You can't expect the referees, who are shit anyway, to get decisions right just because they see it again. It's fruitless. It really is. But not too much about it. But like I said, yeah, Henderson should have got the assist. Mane should have got that goal, but he didn't. But look, like I said, Henderson was absolutely brilliant today. And a massive shout out to Naby Keita, who's got his second goal in 5 days. He gets a goal against Southampton. He's another player who's benefited from that goal against Southampton. And again tonight, similar to Southampton, he's got a few good little touches. He beats a couple of players and stuff, but the end product still isn't there necessarily in terms of when he makes them driving runs. What we saw at Leipzig, he doesn't have the end product for that, but he gets a goal tonight. He got a goal on Friday. I'm happy to see him in the starting 11, starting games. This is what we wanted when the last international break finished. We wanted Naby Keita to be starting more games. And I want Liverpool to persist with him. I want us to persist with him from now to the end of the season, because I think it's important that we get him playing well as well as Henderson. We need two really good 8s in front of Fabinho, because I think Fabinho's come in to this team and he's made it his own. He's been absolutely instrumental. He hasn't played as many games as I actually thought he had. He's actually gone under the radar in terms of how many games he's played. Not played a lot, but when he's played for us, he's been fantastic, and he's holding down that number 6 position. And the problem now we were finding is that when Henderson needs to be coming to the starting 11, he's replacing Fabinho directly. But I don't think we need to do that. I think Fabinho can probably play now to the end of the season every game. I think he's had enough of a rest. I think Fabinho has been like, Klopp's managed him well at the start of the season. He didn't give him too many games. He didn't just throw him in there. And now Fabinho's got lots left in the tank from now to the end of the season. I think he can play every game, even if we play 2 games a week, 3 games a week, whatever. I think Fabinho can play all them games because he's had that rest at the start of the season. So he's fully, he's probably a lot fresher than a lot of the players. Didn't have a World Cup either at the start of the year, the summer, sorry. So yeah, I think he can stay in the 6th position, and I don't, as good as Henderson is, he's good in the 8. I don't want him taking over that 6th position for Fabinho, because I think that will knock his confidence too, Fabinho. And judging by the last game, from Henderson's cameo appearance as a sub, and tonight, I think Henderson should be playing in the 8th position. It makes sense to me. It's a no-brainer, to be honest. And I understand why Klopp wants to obviously play him in the 6, but, you know, look at these last 2 performances, or last performance and a half, and, you know, that tells you all you need to know. He plays in that position for what? 20, 30 minutes, and he gets as many goals as he's got all season. Well, he gets more goals than he's got all season, so, you know, let's start playing Henderson further forward and you'll start reaping the benefits of it. And he'll have a big part to play on Sunday if he does play. I want him to. I want Keita to play, to be fair, as well. I want us to keep sticking with this midfield and try and get a tune out of it. Of course, Gini's going to come back in at the weekend. I think he might come in for Keita, and we might have a Fabinho, Gini and Henderson midfield. I'd like to see that. You know, any one of Keita or Henderson to be starting against Chelsea, I don't mind. I think it'll be Henderson because Keita's played two lots of 90 minutes now. So, yeah, that is what it is. Front three, Firmino gets the goal, like I said, from that Henderson to Arnold, Trent Alexander-Arnold, straight to Firmino, makes it 2-0. Yeah, look, he's dropping a lot further deep in this game. You know, he's dropping more like a number 10 in the number 10 position, picking the ball up and just beating players. So more of that. I think he realised he had to, because Porto were going to set up with a back 4, back 5 when they were in transition. So, you know, he needed to come deep and open the space out for Mane and Firmino. Mane and Salah, sorry, and he did it again. Salah, of course, being a greedy little bastard as always. You know, doesn't get the goal, doesn't get the reward for his good play. I think he was very good, and he's now that he's got that important 50th goal against Southampton, he's trying to do that little the curler into the top corner now at every opportunity. It will come off at one point this season. Hopefully it'll be the one that wins us the league, or the Champions League. I don't give a shit. But you know, he's going to get that goal from now to the end of the season because he's trying it at every opportunity. So yeah, and then Mane, of course, just being not the best day for the front three in terms of goals. Obviously Firmino gets one, and yeah, Keita gets the other one, but not the best day. But we didn't really need to be at our best. That's the thing. Tonight Liverpool were, you know, very much like the start of the season, how Liverpool were. We were just cruising through games. We didn't need to, you know, get out of first gear or second gear, let's say. You know, we didn't even really try that hard to counter-attack the team. You know, from some corners, we probably could have gone a bit stronger, a bit faster in the counter-attack, and you know, really put the team under the fucking don't even know what I'm trying to say. Put the team under pressure, put Porto under pressure, but we didn't. You know, we kind of just went, nah, not asked really. I think it's clear that we're thinking more about Chelsea this weekend, and it's a good thing that we're able to do that and still win the game tonight, because I've seen Liverpool teams concentrate on one position, one competition, and on the other one they kind of lose out because of that. And it looks like Liverpool are fighting on two fronts now. Well, we are fighting on two fronts, and we shouldn't have the mentality of, you know, let's jib the Champions League off because Premier League's more important. You know, we haven't won that. Let's fucking try and win both. Let's go and win both. We've got the capability to. You know, we might not have as big a squad as Man City. We might not have as many world-class players as fucking Barcelona and that. But I don't give a shit. We on our day we can beat anybody. And with a side that isn't as strong as it is now, as this team is, we got to a Champions League final and got beat by a fucking freakishly good Real Madrid side who had Ronaldo, Bale banging one in the top corner, and we had our keeper throw 2 in the net. So, you know, and that was like a makeshift side with a Brexit midfield, let's say. So, you know, with this team now, we can go all the way. Real Madrid are out now. You know, the big sides in the Champions League are all kind of playing each other in this round. You know, in the quarterfinals, you got City playing Tottenham, United playing Barcelona. So, you know, that two of them four teams are going to go out. You know, one of Juventus and Ajax are going to go out, because I think Ajax are a dark horse in this competition. They're the ones who knocked Madrid out, obviously. You know, one of them two are going to go out, and so, you know, you've got quite a few big sides that are going to go out in this round. So we can plot our way to the final as long as we get past Porto. Just, you know, we need to win against. We need to beat Chelsea. We need to not draw against Chelsea. I'd rather just win. Just take all doubt out of the equation and see what Manchester City can do. And then just make sure that we just don't concede again in Porto. I know it's easier said than done, but we can score on the break if we need to. But let's just be professional and just get into the next round and see who we play. I don't care who we play, Barcelona, Man United. We can beat any of them, and we probably will beat any of them. I'm probably saying that now, and it's going to get clipped, and see you later. But that's my thoughts and my feelings. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the Champions League. That's my thoughts and feelings. And if you're a Liverpool fan, that's the only way you should think. If you're not going to go into every competition and want to win it, then what are you watching football for? You know, and now we've got the best chance to win both competitions at the same time as we have ever. You know, so make no mistake about it, we're going to go all the way, and I hope we will. And I hope we lift both trophies at the end of the season, right in Manchester City's faces. I've been on the fence. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on Sunday for the Chelsea game. Come on, you Reds.